What's up, guys? Your boy, 20K13. I'm going to talk about 11 shots WWE could pull at Money in the Bank. WWE Money in the Bank show is always one of the highlights of the pro wrestling calendar. It isn't just the thrill of the crash and burn ladder match, but it's also the traditional matches that have lit up the card in the past few years. This year that looks to be as true as ever. Sure, the Money in the Bank ladder match looks exciting, but the John Cena vs. Kevin Owens match is a real main event for many fans. Seth Rollins defending the WWE title in a ladder match against Dean Ambrose is also a viable contender to steal the show. But it won't just be in-ring athleticism that gets people talking. WWE could be looking at a range of major angles to pop the show, particularly with Brock Lesnar due back soon and a SummerSlam show to build. Money in the Bank 2015 can be the launch pad of WWE Summer. Part of the process should be at least a few major shots this coming weekend. There are several avenues that WWE could be going down, some of which may already have been given away by clues in the recent booking. Money in the Bank is going to be unmissable if WWE execute on any one of the shots that have been discussed. Number 11, Kofi Kingston wins Money in the Bank. When you look at the current Money in the Bank match lineup, the New Day, Kofi Kingston hardly jumped out as the outstanding candidate to win. However, there is heightened speculation within the internet wrestling community that Kofi could well be pulling off the upset this weekend. The reason for that speculation is down to the fact that WWE Japan announced that Brock Lesnar will be wrestling Kingston on the WWE Network Supercard that is scheduled for July 4th in Tokyo. If that match really is happening, there has to be some sort of angle to it. The popular guess is that Kofi wins the Money in the Bank briefcase in a shock upset. Brock Lesnar then return on the Japan show and challenge Kofi to put the briefcase on the line. Kofi accepts. Brock wins, and hey presto, he sets up SummerSlam by announcing he'll be cashing in on Seth Rollins. Number 10, Samoa Joe show up to confront Kevin Owens. Despite being crammed into a few weeks, Kevin Owens and John Cena have been one of the best feuds of this year. The big question going into Money in the Bank is just how far WWE goes with making the new heel star. Another victory over John Cena would be a real statement, but WWE also have to consider that Cena is a franchise star and needs to be hot for whatever is lined up at SummerSlam. With this in mind, the creative team could be thinking of some sort of shock finish that keeps Owens hot, but also protects Cena. And given that we know Samoa Joe is lined up for a feud with Owens, it could make sense to have him get involved in the finish this Sunday. Number 9, Dean Ambrose wins the WWE title for real this time. If Elimination Chamber was a test to see how the audience will react to Dean Ambrose as WWE Champion, then the answer was a loud and clear endorsement for him. Still, Seth Rollins is expected to retain the championship this weekend, but just think of the possibility this summer if Ambrose was to walk out as champion at Money in the Bank. It would catch the audience off guard and open up a whole new level of interest. Tuning into Raw the next night would be a must. Sometimes Vince McMahon and Cole have to change plans and react to what the audience is calling for. If the company puts the belt on Ambrose this weekend, it will be a brave step in a new direction. Stop to consider for a moment that there hasn't been a true babyface champion since Daniel Bryan vacated the belt over 1 year ago. Rollins had arguably gained all that he needs from his first title run, and his impending Brock Lesnar match doesn't necessarily need the belt as a factor. Number 8. Kane wins Money in the Bank. Just a few weeks ago, Kane and Seth Rollins' feud was one of the hottest angles in WWE storytelling. The crowd was popping loudly for any indication that Kane was about to snap on his authority college. The angle petered out a little in the last few weeks, with fans settling on the idea that it had just been a swerve for the last two specials. However, on the Go Home Raw for Money in the Bank, Kane again teased the idea that he couldn't wait for an opportunity to turn on Rollins. The perfect catalyst for the long teased Kane vs. Rollins match would be a Money in the Bank briefcase win for the Big Red Machine this weekend. That would finally set up the long anticipated battle which could then take place at July Battleground show. It would be a shock because no one figured Corporate Kane as a main event title challenger in 2015, but the way the crowd reaction had been going may have forced WWE's hand. Number 7. Roman Reigns heel turn. The way that Roman Reigns had been all overly friendly to Dean Ambrose is a little suspicious. It could just be bad acting or bad scripting, but it could also be the foreshadowing of an imminent heel turn. If that did happen, it really would be a shock. The long-term plan for over 1 year has been Roman Reigns as the next huge babyface franchise, but maybe WWE decides to roll with the time and accept that Reigns is never going to be the next John Cena. Instead, as a heel, he could be a hot main event act for years to come. The turn could happen in an overall shocking turn of events. Reigns wins the briefcase, Ambrose wins the title, then his brother runs in for the cash in and takes the moment of glory for himself. Number 6. A shock interest into Money in the Bank. The standard logic for something like a Money in the Bank matchup is to promote the interest ahead of time. That helps to create anticipation and get fans invested in the character. However, on occasion, it can make sense to deliberate omit a participant from the announced lineup by then adding them on the night. It creates a sense of frenzy and unpredictability. One man who is notable by his absence from the Money in the Bank card is Bray Wyatt. He's a relatively big star, which makes it a little unusual that they couldn't find a spot for him on this card. Maybe he'll be in addition on the night, or maybe he'll injure someone backstage and then replace them in the match. There are rumors of an upcoming Orton vs. Wyatt feud, so that could be the guy who he take out. Number 5. Another NXT debut. With Neville and Kevin Owens making their Raw debut in the last few months, there is a definite feeling that WWE are shifting gears with the top stars in NXT. More call-ups soon wouldn't be a surprise, particularly considering how well Owens had done. Bringing someone in at Money in the Bank will be the hot start that is needed for the next call-up. One person who could show up is Finn Balor. He's a major star from Japan and the indie circuit, and he's never signed with WWE to stay in developmental for too long. It could make sense for him to be the person who shows up at the end of Kevin Owens' match. He's the number one contender to Owens, and an appearance on Sunday could further that story. It is also about time that WWE put Charlotte on the main roster. Number 4. Ryback and Big Show have a shockingly good match. On paper, Ryback vs. Big Show is an absolutely horrible undercard match. Both men can have their moment, but on the whole, they really struggle with in-ring work. They're just too big and super-strong to really be productive against each other. Nevertheless, WWE has booked them together, and both will want to prove the doubter wrong on Sunday. They'll know that the perception is that they're going to stink the ring up, so look out for them actually going in there and putting on a shockingly good match. Big Show has certainly proved capable in the past, particularly if he throws in some major spot like a top rope move or outside dive. Number 3. WWE make another major announcement. There's been a habit in recent shows of announcing something big during the course of the event. For example, during the Payback special, WWE announced that Stone Cold Steve Austin will be bringing his podcast back to the network. The logic in this is that WWE hooks the current subscribers to stay signed up for the next month. It is a smart strategy, so maybe they'll have some announcement to make this Sunday to hook those who sign up just to see Money in the Bank. As to what any announcement could be, it could range across any number of things, but probably something related to the network. It could be a new show, or the first official match for the Japan show. It's hard to predict, which is exactly why it'll be a shock. Number 2. Owens over Cena, clean. Kevin Owens going over John Cena clean at Money in the Bank will be an unprecedented move from WWE. Owens was a clean victor just 2 weeks ago at Elimination Chamber, so to knock off Cena again would be a massive shock to the majority of WWE casual fan base. How many other times in history have we seen a rookie beat the main babyface star clean in 2 matches across a fortnight? Can you imagine Brock Lesnar knocking off Steve Austin twice in the spring of 2002? It would be unfathomable. But it could well be the plan for KO for Kevin Owens this Sunday. In an effort to make him as a huge main roster star, it would be fascinating to see unfold, and it could very well happen. Or Cena takes the pin, indicating that this has just been an effort in giving Cena something over the screen. Number 1. Brock Lesnar. This would be the big one for WWE to spring on the audience. Brock Lesnar is the biggest star in the company, and due back in the next 2 weeks for a big summer run. Starting that early and catching the audience by surprise would be a surefire way to create a huge amount of buzz. It also sends a message that fans need to subscribe to the WWE network for every show, as you really never know what you might miss. Getting him out there is a risk, but the creative opportunity and buzz factor could be worth it. Social media with WWE love will go into meltdown with Lesnar mentioning if he came out at Money in the Bank unannounced. The way to do it would be to have him come out and confront Rollins or the briefcase winner. If WWE really want to go big, they have Lesnar as a shock late Money in the Bank match entry, winning the briefcase and setting up the Rollins SummerSlam match. The advantage of doing that unadvertised is that the result would be way too obvious in the build-up if we knew that Brock was in the match. Keep your eyes out for on Sunday. There's sure to be at least one major shock in the course of this fantastic show. Well, that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.